Hello guys, welcome back. So this is the form that we're gonna be building in this video. We're only going to use HTML and CSS, no JavaScript. Let's get started. So I have an empty project here, and then it has a folder with an image. So I'm just gonna quickly create the CSS one and have our main.css in here, and also create the index one, the index.html file. Let me quickly do this so we can run the server, register form, and we can style sheet. CSS, and here let me do a simple container here and say h1 or 2. Hello, and let's run the server. Cool. So we have our HTML file, and it's also running our server. So we are running the server. So let's quickly start with the HTML and then later do the CSS. So we're gonna have inside the container, we're gonna have two divs. We're gonna divide it into two sections or two divs. So we're gonna have something like let's say info, and in here we're gonna have the image. Let's do it now. It's in here. That's the image. We can call it the SVG, and we also have a text which is gonna be content h3. Let's do find your Valentine. Let's do p tag and do the lorem text, and we also have a link that takes us nowhere. Read more. Cool. And we also have a form, right? So let's do form, register form. Nope, we don't need this one. We need to have I don't know, maybe we should do the heading here. H4 register now. You don't want to miss out. And we can follow this with an input group, and we have a label in here. The first label is gonna be your full name, and we have an input also, which is type text. Wow, I don't know what's going on. So we're just going to duplicate this. We have full name, we have email, and we have password. So here you can change it to password, and then this one you can change it to email, and then let's write email here, and then here we write password. Lastly, we need a button to submit. A button, you can do input and then say submit, or you can just have a simple button like the normal button, register. or submit. Yeah, let's just leave it as a register. Let's save and head back to our HTML. So this is how it looks now. Of course, it looks ugly because we haven't started with the styling. So let's go to CSS and do the magic. Let's reset some few things with this selector. Padding 0. Let's see what happens when. So it means each and every element on our HTML won't have a padding. And also we can do margin 0. So now assume that everything has to be clustered exactly. So also let's do the box sizing to border box. And so let's do the container. I don't know, the width should be, let's start with 70% and see how it looks. Border 1 pixel, solid. Let me copy the color. Yes, the color. And what else? For now we can, let's also give it a height. Let's see how it looks. So we have something like this. Let's try to move it on center, right? And then push it down a bit. So yeah, it's coming. And also let's add the border radius, maybe 5. Let's try 5. I think let's try 10. Let's try 10. Cool. I think it looks, it's coming together, right? Coming along, it's coming along. But let's make it, I don't know, 80%. Yeah, cool. um what else do we need? We need this content to be side by side, so we need it to be divided equally here, right? So we're just gonna use flex box. So display, we're gonna use flex, right? And we're gonna just divide the content to have space evenly between them. Let's see. And then we need the flex direction, because now the direction of the content, it goes down. So the direction of the content goes down as a column, so we want it to be divided like this. So we need to use a row direction. Yes, yeah, now it's okay. Well, also, what do we need? I think we can also import the font that we are using and put it here so it can apply to everything on our page. So let's move to this part. So this part we have, let's go back to our HTML. So we have an info, is this div, and then we also have a register form. So let's deal with this info div first. Info, so let's give it a width of 50%, so that the div and the form can equally share the space, right? Also, let's do this. Let me do this. Register dot register form. Yeah. Also, this image is giving us some problems, so let's deal with it too. We had an image under the image div, so I don't know, let's give it a width of 100 and see how it looks. Oh, it's too small. 150, 200. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. So also let's go back to info. Let's move everything text align. We move everything to center. Cool. So let's add some padding here so we can try to push the content to be in the middle. Can you see like is this content is touching the border? So let's have some space between this content and the border using the padding. 10. Let's see. 20. Okay, let's deal with 20 for now. um let's continue with the info. Let's do the background color. Let's use this one and see how it goes. All right. So you can already see like we are doing something, right? So you can already see the direction. Let's try to use something. Let's use H2 here. Okay. We can come back to it later. What else do we need? Let's have some space between this content here. So we can do info and use this selector, which will select everything that falls under this element or this div. So we have a div called info. So when we use this select, it will select every element under this class info. So if we do something like padding 10, this padding will apply to the text, will apply also to the image. So this 10 apply to this image, this H2, and then also this text. And also here we have a link. It also applied to this link. We have a more. Let's change the typo here. We have a typo. But we are using select. This selector selects everything under this class or under this div. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also let's do the border radius. Seems like Visual Studio is not cooperating, taking time to reload. Okay, so seems like we are almost done here. We can move to info and select the link and background, say red. Let's see how it looks. um Color, make it white. And of course we don't need the decoration. Move, make it none. And also we need some border radius, of course. Let's see how it looks. It looks pretty okay. Let's add some margin so it moves. It might not move it because I think, let's see what will happen. It didn't really move it because this is not, it's an inline element. So let's make it block. And then if you make it a block, it's gonna take, let's see, oh, what is this? So it takes the whole thing. Do you want it to take the whole thing? So if it takes the whole thing, so wait, how does it look when it takes the whole width? So let's just leave it for now and then we'll come back later, right? So let's deal with the form. Yes, let's deal with the form. Let's move down. The form, register form. Okay, what do you want to deal with here? Okay, let's leave the form. Input group. Let's add some margin because we don't want. We need some space. We need some space so the content can breathe. 15. All right. Also, let's apply this to heading. I think we had a div called heading. Okay, cool. So let's do input and select every input. I think we also need to select the button for this style, so we can apply the style to button and the input. I don't know, with 100%. Let's see. Yeah, it looks okay this way. Let's add some style and then we'll check once we are done. Solid, where's the color? Let's make it a bit dark. Move something here, and we don't need the outline. We need some padding. 15, I'm not sure. Also some border radius. 7. Yep. Let's see now. Yep, the padding is too much. Let's move it to 13. So how does it look? How does it look? Let's also deal with the button now. The button background color, let's make it look like the other side. Cool. We don't need that border. All right. Let's add some margin so we can separate the inputs and the labels. So we're only going to apply to bottom and top. Left and right we apply only 0. Yeah, I think now it's coming well. It's coming well. So also that register, I think it's too small. Where's the heading here? The heading. What was the tag? H4. H4 font size. Oh, VS Code is playing mind games with me. 18. Nope. Let's try 25. Yep. How does it look so far? I think it looks pretty fun. Email and your full name. Should we move this content to be in the middle? We should do, let's see how, if it's gonna work. Align center, align item center, and flex direction should be column. Of course it is. I don't know. Let's see what they do. No. Justify. Is it justify? there's too much space between this content here. There's too much space. How does it look? I think it looks okay. It looks pretty okay. So we can also add some border shadow here, a box shadow to our container. Is the container? Yes, the container box shadow 0 0. You just guess and hope for the best here. You just guess and hope for the best. Let's see how it looks. Let's just dim. Let's just dim the color. I think the color is a bit too much. Let's see. Yep. Border, border. Um, yep. I think we have reached the end of the video. Yes, I think we have reached the end of the video. So I think, guys, this is pretty much it, right? Full name, email, and password, and then you hit the register button. This is a link. If you want to read more about how you are going to find your Valentine. Are we really done? I think we need to change these borders back to what is it? Uh RJ these. Whew. Yep. And then we can also do something like select this thing like on focus, input on focus. We can add some border. Why do I keep saying border? We can add some border box shadow. Let's decrease, and then let's see. Can you see when I click here outside? Okay, let me just increase it a bit to 29. Can you see when you click? You can see we have some box shadow. Even though it's dim, you might not see it, but it's there. Can you see it? It's fine. So it actually shows the user that you are in this input now, and then when you move this side, it moves this side. Also, in this button, you can just do I think text transform to uppercase. Yeah, I think this is it, guys. So yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. So please do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, the stuff, and also leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time. Peace.